Welcome everybody to How Fast Will It Go, and yeah, before we get started, I feel like this series has kind of lost its way in the last few episodes where we've primarily just gone for supercars, hypercars, things that are guaranteed to go fast, whereas the whole point of this series was to take any car and see what it can do, as yeah, some vehicles will surprise you, some vehicles will not surprise you, or disappoint you overall, and yeah, I want to see the kind of vehicles that you wouldn't expect to go quick do well on this series. So yeah, we're going to try out this 1973 Ford Capri RS3100, which now has 1017 horsepower, 852 pounds-feet of torque from a 7-litre twin turbocharged V8 engine, and it weighs 2,313 pounds, has all-wheel drive, and it can only not 2.638 seconds and 0 to 100 in 5.037 seconds. So the current slowest car that we've had on this series is the Ford F-150 SVT Lightning, which managed 249 miles an hour. Hopefully we'll go quicker than that, but who knows what this will do, given it's quite an old car, but obviously it's dealing with a lot more power than it had originally, as it only had about 160 horsepower thereabouts originally, so not a lot. So yeah, let's get out there and see what this car can do. Now when I say I'm going to refocus this series, obviously I will still take out the supercars, hypercars and whatnot out on this series, because, you know, they are still fun to drive and they can get up to some hilariously quick speeds, which is always fun. But yeah, I still do want to see what other cars that you wouldn't necessarily think could go quick can do as well. So yeah, and as you can see, it's already doing 220, which is pretty impressive for a car of this age and you know, original kind of speed it could do. That's 245. Match the F-150, and now we've beaten it. So we're not the slowest Ford on this series. We're not far off. That's 254 we briefly got before we had to slow down for the corner. Let's regain some of that speed. One advantage this does have is the fact it doesn't weigh very much. So 1017 horsepower can be used to good use. That's 254. Coming up to the downhill section where we will gain speed, but whether or not we'll be able to maintain it after the fact, given this isn't a particularly quick car already, and we'll have to see. So yeah, that's 259, 260, 261, briefly hit 262, and we're scrubbing that speed off. What are we going to maintain? 258 by the looks of it. Nope, we creeped up to 259. Yeah, I'm going to say 259 mile an hour. Oh, had a bit of a crash there, but still, that is pretty impressive given the age of this car and the fact it didn't have much power to start with. Certainly wasn't meant to get up to anywhere near, you know, 200 mile an hour stock form, never mind 259. So yeah, that is not the quickest car that we've had by any means, but it's still 10 mile an hour quicker than the current slowest car, but it is also 1 mile an hour behind the original Chevrolet Corvette from 1953, and it's also slower than the Mazda 323 GTR, the Lamborghini Espada 400 GT and the ATS GT, which are all around 5 mile an hour or more quicker than this. So yeah, with the Corvette being 1 mile an hour more, the Mazda being 4 mile an hour more, and the Lamborghini and the ATS being 5 mile an hour quicker than this. So yeah, and by no means you know, a hilariously quick car, but in the context of this kind of vehicle, it is pretty damn quick. And yeah, at the end of the day, this is a 50-year-old vehicle and a 50-year-old mass production vehicle as well at that. So yeah, by no means quick, but certainly quicker than it would ever have been originally, and yeah, far quicker than I was expecting. I was expecting it to be around the F-150's top speed, given, you know, that was also not particularly quick car in stock form. But yeah, nonetheless, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you liked this new kind of direction we're going in, because at the end of the day, there's only so many supercars and hypercars to try out on this game. We're inevitably going to be, you know, either treading on our feet with similar kind of vehicles, like with the Hurricane that we've had a couple of already. So yeah, I just feel like refocusing the series on what it was supposed to be like is the way forward. And yeah, but I'm sure we'll have plenty of other modern quick cars to try out and go even quicker with in the future. So yeah, nonetheless, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.